What's up, YouTube? I'm Trent Wel-Don. Welcome back to my channel, Wel-Don Aquatics. Oh yeah, we got water going in the tank. Guys, in today's video, we're going to give you a quick rundown of how we're going to set up that filter, what biological media we're going to use, as well as this magnificent stand this tank is sitting on. So let's get started. Alright guys, you can see we are using my my homemade Python water changer running out through into the hallway there. And yeah guys, my fish room is a mess right now. One reason why I made the cardinal sin, I'm not wearing my Wel-Don Aquatics t-shirt right now. We're doing some major construction in here. Let's start with the stand on what we're doing here for this tank, and we'll go from there. So as you can tell, it's a simple but extremely effective stand. Guys, this is 6 cinder blocks stacked up with dimensional 2x4 lumber as the base for the aquarium. Now this is a glass aquarium and has the trim on it, so I just need to basically brace this trim. But all I'm using is 3 4-foot pieces of 2x4 lumber, as that's the length of this 55-gallon aquarium. We're 4 feet long, 21 high by 12.5 inches wide, or deep, however you want to say it. And you know, I needed something that was cheap, effective, and that I could break down quickly, because this is not a permanent stand for this tank, and it works out really well. I built this stand, I want to say for like $12, $15. You know, I got the cinder blocks at Home Depot. The 2x4 came from my local Home Depot. I paid just over $1 for the cinder blocks each. I think the dimensional lumber was just over $3 for 2. It's such a cheap and effective stand, and really, it's sturdy enough to hold this. Now I don't want to come running into it, but if you need a cheap stand, this is the way to do it. If you want to make it a little better, put a sheet over it, drape it. No one will ever know that you're using cinder block for a stand. But let's get into the filter. Now here's the number one reason, well, I shouldn't say the number one reason. Here is a great reason why I love my sump. This is the filter media we're going to use in the new filter. That is the Gobi integrated filter. Let's show you that again. This right here. This is the Gobi integrated filter that we installed in the recent video. Now the reason why this filter media has been sitting in my sump is I am letting this, oh, Tucker's got to come inspect it, make sure it looks good. We have been seeding that with beneficial bacteria. So when I transfer that media to this filter, I am doing an instant cycle on this aquarium, because I already have enough beneficial bacteria on the media to filter this tank and handle the bioload of the fish we're going to add into this aquarium. And then it's going to fit right down into this portion here in the filter. The pump will install in that socket there, and then you can add a heater back here and everything else. Fortunately, the fish that we are stocking this aquarium with, I do not need a heater. There's a hint for you. But we are going. Oh, the other thing I did as well. So on the output of the filter, which we know we have here, I found a way to add a second output on this filter. What I did was I used a simple T. I know it's white PVC. My store didn't have black in stock, and I wanted to show you how to do this, so I may change this over later to black. But what we did, this is all 1/2-inch PVC. I used a T here to break off from the main output and install the included output. But then what I did is I ran a length of 1/2-inch PVC along the bottom of the aquarium to the other end, used a 90 up to a 45. That is going to be a second output in this tank to allow water movement through the rest of the column. Now again, the fish I'm putting in here don't need a high flow. They don't like a high flow. So I feel that's going to be efficient flow in this 4-foot aquarium. But that's the rundown. Guys, I am super excited to get this filter up and running. Tank is almost half full. I've got a thermometer here to monitor the temperature of water coming in. And as soon as we get this filled up, we're going to move the fish over tonight. And we'll save that for a later video. So if you want to see what fish we're going to stock this tank with, we are going to nickname this tank the Gobi Tank, because that is who is sponsoring that filter. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. You don't want to miss out what fish we are stocking in this tank. But for now, guys, I'm gonna get back to my busy night, and I'm Trent Wel-Don, Wel-Don Aquatics. Tucker says hello too. Guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you later.